kind of have that advantage. I think either of these teams can perform to that level. It just matters how they can hit the road running here on Dust 2. And so far, they're looking for only one outcome remaining, right? So it is going to be that A-long push, and K23 are ready for it.
They're ready for it, pushing forward. MOO opening things up with the first kill on towards jemi there. Bringing it back now to the 4 versus 4. The flashbangs coming to support will come through. Catch off the long players, and MOO will be punishing once again. Dropping sLowi, still holding a strong position, but aerial finds one of his own. Finds the kill on towards Norbert. The boost coming through could allow for MOO to find a kill on towards Ramp here. Such a strong position, but can he capitalize on it?
That's a big question. So it is equally in numbers as it is xseveN now to peek on forwards, getting some aggression in his veins, though Aerial was able to stand his ground. Nothing really given to the side of neaLaN. Actually, he does remain with 1 point of health, barely breathing. He just literally wants sneezes away, but he'll hold on to his breath for a little bit longer. That might be a detriment to him. But xseveN, he knows he's got some extra time in the bag. 1 bullet should do it for him, and he will be able to connect it nonetheless. HAVU start things off nice. AdreN, it seems like he's ready for it, and he's got an off angle to work with, kind of anticipating that initial smoke, but they're going to peek and dry. He's going to be able to do some damage, but not quite able to finish off the deed. sLowi, he's there in time, and that means that they are working on that numbers advantage. They haven't really had too much of that, but I think it's crucial they do so right now, because K23, they've got weapons to work with this time.
Yeah, swinging through as well. Fame, it was a very aggressive angle, slightly overextends and pays the price for it as well. Will be dropped, but Norbert does get one of his own towards xseveN. Nice angle here in towards CT, but not going to be granted a frag for the time being. MOO trying to scope out something with the AWP, but sLowi is K23. Nothing more than a save for them.
Yeah, and I think it's vital at least that they do take those weapons to the next round. And
Too late. K23 have been a very awkward situation.
Ooh, MOO, that's a perfect shot. The timing was there for him. Yeah. Make sure that that mid pace can't really evolve for HAVU. It just lets them hold it through. And with MOO's rotation towards CT, that's perfect. ZOREE, as soon as he peeks out, he has to deal with 2 players, and that's far too many. K23, they haven't lost a single player.
Not at all. K23 does such a good job here as well. One of the things that has to be mentioned from the likes of K23 short and K23, they shut them down. It's now a 2 versus 5 with the planted, the retake coming through, but down goes xseveN. It's all onto the 1 man towards Goose. Yeah, he picks up the double, but AdreN's in for the trade. And that's going to be a first round on the board for the CT side. And has to be said, a comfortable round on the board for K23. They played the default perfectly and they counter-strated it immaculately. Really well.
They're not the ones to pull up the same trick twice. They're going to switch things up a bit themselves and offer that mid control early on as well. MOO with a nice little shot.
Turn the momentum round, but Aerial spotting one towards the boxes. Smoke coming through will shut things down. AdreN alone on the site, and AdreN is going to be dropped by sLowi. That's the site compromise. The bomb's going to go down. Post-bomb setups already being made, and well, for K23, this might be an early save.
They're lacking it, and they're running out of time. It started to dwindle, though they're going to go for the exit frags instead. Lovely swing by sLowi. And that would be K23 falling back, tail underneath their legs, and after that, HAVU will bounce right back around. You know, they do lose 1, but eventually get themselves back on the board again. 5th now. And now instant aggression shown by HAVU, intercepted by MOO from the solo onwards. sLowi, he's going to get troubled by Catwalk, although he's got reinforcements coming in from AdreN. He needs to get those first kills inwards. 1-for-1 trade, but they are going to keep things going. Aerial up against the smoke here, trying to buy some time and space for his teammates to move through, but they're lacking that utility, right? Only jemi's got 1 smoke to work with. But, you know, the 1 player on Catwalk will still have to hold on. Aerial is just barely running away with his life there. jemi struggling to spot out neaLaN in the depths of pit. But other than that, they've gained that control. 2 players are very, very low for HAVU, though. Things are within the realms of possibility for K23, and they may go for it. AWP from MOO, a lot of pressure to be inflicted, taking jemi out. Fame as well, it's all up to Aerial. And without much health, he's bloodied up all over, and he needs to make it work. Not going to happen anytime soon as HAVU are dismantled 1 by 1, and K23 get the 2nd round of their own on the board.
Yeah, really nice retake there from K23. They did a very stellar job of just isolating the fight.
Even though this was HAVU's map pick, we do know that K23 is definitely a beast on Dust 2 when they absolutely need to. They don't really pick it out most of the time, but it's definitely in their back pocket if they want to pull it out. And so far, you know, it's sort of kept them on that close marks. 2 rounds already in the back, but look at HAVU's aggression already onto tunnels. Mid push coming through, but sLowi wins out on that train. Fame still holds his line towards tunnels. Not for long though. Taken out of the equation as they are going to aggress on forwards. K23, they're lacking in numbers, and Norbit, I mean, he's going to be recuperated now with Moo. He's got that backup lineup coming onwards. Incendiary gonna pressure in ZOREE. Smoke will allow him to live a little bit longer, but Norbit, he's found the shot. It does take him some time. And with a molly to come out as well, they're going to be pressured. They're being greeted by a lot of one-way signs right now, but they don't care about traffic or whatsoever. They're going to push on forwards. They're brutal in their attack, but I think HAVU is more even brutalized. You're not really engaging in early fights. Norbit, he's got the right idea. Spray down coming through. Area peeks down to survive slightly longer than aid will be his detriment. Throughout it, though, Norbit has to fall. Oh, look at that unprecedented aggression coming through from Fame. Not really working out in his... They've got tunnels under their wraps, and K23, they need to take a gamble. They either take that B site and leave AdreN in that area, or they try and pressure on mid. And either way, the fact that HAVU win out on their trade towards Catwalk, that's going to be it. They managed to save on that A site. They're able to push through it, and Moo is being pushed onwards from two different angles. And he's expecting jemi to be in that location, though jemi as well, I think he's too smart for this. I think he knows that there's a push coming through from AdreN, but it's all a matter of timing. But no, just runs out of it initially, but sLowi is also there to deliver. So HAVU, you've got to give them credit. That was an excellent take from them. Lurking players left and right, although K23 got slightly over-eager at the beginning over at tunnels as well. That aggression, they know.
Oh, he sees the backpack.
They know. Oh, but he misses. Oh, the turnaround. Oh, how brutal. But sLowi wins out of it in the end. ZOREE as well. Oh, the horror. Neo, how does this even happen? Oh, man. When Counter-Strike turns out like this, you start clenching your buttocks and things start to unfold, but Norbit looks to take things to his own hands, to his own accord. The nade from AdreN. Oh, the icing on the cake and putting the cherry on top as well. Wow. Okay, Aerial looking to tap some heads over onto the A site, and now HAVU've got the advantage in numbers at least. They've got the A site control. Fame, he hasn't really seen too much action, but he's been hearing the commotion all game long. He can hear the noise, and Aerial's there to deliver. HAVU take over.
Very close shot there, nearly ripping off Fame's head. He was playing with fire, but Moo will open things up with a shot towards xseveN, and already it's K23 take the man advantage. Can they capitalize on it? No. sLowi ties things up 4-4.
Oh man, and I think with Moo's push towards mid, I don't think that was, I don't think the shot delivered by ZOREE was due to the fact that Moo was there. I think he was trying to shoot through, anticipating a back push there, and just as he pulled the trigger, Moo spotted out, got pushed through mid. But Norbit, look at that aggression. Oh, why would he go so green?
But even still, very, very risky indeed. I know, and now we'll look at AdreN pushing forward. Picks up that first skill towards sLowi. Now brings back to a 3 versus 2, and maybe this could work in their favor. Or Fame, this is so risky.
Oh, no. They probably know. It's an M4A1S. The corners. Oh, but it's an AWP as well. It's a matter of the barrel of the weapons. How long is it? My gun is smaller. It's the only time you sort of are bragging about the length of your weapon. Instead, AdreN takes over. He does pull the trigger, but there's a wraparound coming through from AdreN. He gets spotted out. Headshot found, but not the second one. And K23 take
here straight after. Maybe potential for a much stronger finish here, and the MP9 will find the opener. sLowi goes down, overextends the flashbang, just doesn't quite catch neaLaN. That'll be an AK collect, and already things looking very good for K23 finding a 4th.
Oh, absolutely. Things are looking up for them, and with their movement coming onwards. Aerial. Yeah, a few bullets. One of them seems to have gotten a nice, nasty scar into his body, but other than that, HAVU, they've just annihilated 2. Now, how the tables push as well, so they will have their sights onto doors here. Fame spots out 1, 2. He does grab out the first one, but the spray down isn't quite there for the second. And now, they've got their sights on the B site. Part down. Numbers punched in, but xseveN, he's got the right idea. Jemi as well, both players from a similar location. They don't even have a flash to work around with. Headshot connected by xseveN. It's all up to AdreN, but not today.
Time and time again, it's so well played from the side so far. And K23, what was a stronger performance yesterday, they're being put through their pace.
A little bit still peeking through. That nade will be difficult to deal with. That flash as well. Aerial, the timing of that was immaculate. neaLaN tries to bring things back into the favor of the Kazakhs, but ZOREE won't really let that happen anytime soon. AWP and jemi as well, chiming in for another HAVU. This is a stellar take from them. This is a stellar performance. They don't even need to approach any sites. K23 take the fight towards.
Very hard to get back into, and now it's looking like it's going to become very hard to get back into. All pull, find the shot. ZOREE does not miss those. neaLaN, you can jump.
But other than that, I think K23 are disappointed overall, but they've got some information. They know that tunnels isn't taken, but xseveN, they're just spading them. K23, they're trying to work for information. They're trying to work through the map and pincer them in, but HAVU know about this. They know what weaknesses exist in their play. They know what the cost is from grouping up together in numbers like this. So they have all angles covered. They know, they expect that K23 can be in every single nook and cranny, and they check it all. They know exactly what is going on, and they will capitalize it very nicely indeed. Now the B site is taken under their control, and with Norbert and AdreN now for the final round of the half, will give it their best to come back. This is going to be a difficult affair. niko and ZOREE raiding supreme from the heavens. There's nothing much they can do. Just like that, plenty of players onto the site. sLowi needs to hold out from Goose, but will be flashed instead. Shots taking quite some time to be eventually connected onto the heads of their opponents, but jemi finally fights back. xseveN, he gains some confidence from that and delivers one of his. They can. There's no kit into the hands of HAVU. They need to act in fast. They need to go for this. And neaLaN being pressured, that's going to be the headshot connected. Fame, AdreN, they both connect with a kill. ZOREE's only got 10 points of health on him. He's running out of time as it's dwindling away. And not only that, his head will dwindle away from his body.
Whistles past the mid player there.
Ooh, flash. That's going to flash himself as well. Aerial is going to get the better of him. Ooh, that's mistiming from neaLaN. And that could be their downfall as well. The trade is in favor of HAVU. K23 don't want to be losing on the advantage they've just gained. But they want to keep that momentum going. They're being pressured. Look at xseveN now. He's going to hold down his line. Not for good. Because Fame barely out of the flames. But as long as he's not touching any of them, he'll be fine. neaLaN, look at that aggression. Working out. ZOREE anticipating the push, though. And he does really bring back the balance in this game. It's K23, look at their lineup right there, trying to find an entrance on either side of the map. But Moo, the slow peek, it wasn't there for him. Aerial, how does he make that work? He was facing an AWP and he was slow peeking into it. So he's able to find the headshot.
Yeah, it just... Sometimes, you know, you go asleep at the wheel for a second. Oh, look at this angle from jemi. Finds the first, not the second. Fame in for the trade, but tagged on the way through. And through that door, sorry. Oh, he's all...
Take long for HAVU to fight back, does it? I mean, look at K23's aggression, looking to restore order amongst their ranks. AdreN does so much damage to his own teammate, and that's going to be the downfall. Not for long, though. Fame, he's good to hold his... Let's see how this one turns out, though. K23, they're sticking around. Oh, sLowi. Oh, sLowi. He's gotten the better of AdreN. He got spotted out, but he wins it either way. And now ZOREE, he's got a tough task ahead of him. Norbert! Hello, and excuse me! You need to ask people to do that first. That was rude. Oh man, and just like that, things have gone downhill. sLowi somehow is able to throw a Kobe shot, but all of a sudden it's sLowi all by himself in that 1v2 HAVU at a deficit with K23 controlling that A site. They've got a player on A long. They've got Norbert pushing up here, getting that unorthodox angle. It's not going to be an easy affair for sLowi whatsoever. Although he's able to fly in one, surely he cannot beat out Moo in that distance, right? That's the AWP. Only with that flash peek. But Moo, he's being patient. Did he hear the defusal?
He didn't hear the bomb.
And he see him?
No,
he has no idea.
No
Are you kidding me?
Not like this. Oh my god, not like this. He didn't hear the defuse because the flashbang he literally got on the bomb as the flash popped. That's when you've mastered the game, right? When you can do things like that, that's when you know you've hit another level. And sLowi will start up as he means to finish.
But I think xseveN is fancying a backstab, and no one's aware of it on the K23 side. They have no idea. ZOREE anticipating that angle, but here they go. Aerial is able to trick out. They're gonna strand them on this A bomb site, giving some space with smoke, but they're taking too much time. They're lingering longer. AdreN, that's gonna be a 2-piece for him, but not a third, and that will holds that angle. But sLowi will. That's an MP9 he's got in his hand as well. But ZOREE, yeah, they're going to push towards Catwalk, but dealing with an AWP with no smokes on that angle. He's got the shivels, the shizzles, or whatever you want to call it. Not looking grand. But here comes the pincer here. They're going to come in for the push, although ZOREE's heavily damaged area will hold his teammates back. Moo, he's got a tough task, but I don't think it's going to hold true. HAVU, they don't take long to close out this map. Enough nonsense, enough shenanigans. HAVU, with that 16th, will solidify the deal, and they will take home dust to their own map pick. And man, they made a statement. They want to show they're the favorites. They won Season 1 of the Funspark ULTI series. Button right for the past 10 or so minutes.
Hopefully.
Because that was an abysmal attempt for them, if you want to say the least, as HAVU does pretty much dismantle them on the most part, right? It's 16 to, what was it, 5? 16?
16 to 6, I think.
16 to 6, something like that. But either less, K23 not really gaining too much. And I think it's pretty much the same at this pistol round, though. neaLaN and AdreN quickly to fight back to put things in their favor for a slight amount of time, at least. Look at their backline. I guess they need to reconfigure it together. They need to find strength in numbers because xseveN, that was a jump shot with a USP. Well, I don't know how he brought that out, but it worked out. Okay. Looking to go for those flashy plays, though. AdreN, he's in a difficult spot to say the least. Jemi will take him out of his misery. Other than that, K23, they're expending so much utility to cross towards the map. They haven't even entered the site, and they spent so much. They're able to get the kills either way, though. That's what they want to get themselves across, though. Jemi and xseveN, good to do some damage, but they've got the B site under wraps. They know exactly where Aerial is, and they've got everything they need to hold down the site. Now, Aerial, he's a man of the game if it's HAVU's round, but other than that, K23 should be able to hold it down. What do you reckon of this, Neo?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of an awkward one, right? They know they'll be able to net himself an extra frag or two if they decide to go his way. They won't. They'll exit through connector, and that's going to be a very comfortable first run on the board for K23.
Let's just turn our attention towards K23, right? Because slowly they're going to move towards toilets. They're winning out on the trace, but ZOREE there to refrag will keep his hopes alive in holding down the A side. Multiple angles to be contested here, but the rotation coming in from sLowi will be there to hold it through. Moo not expecting that at all. That much more difficult for the attack to consume this B-bomb site. They are going to trickle on forwards. AdreN, snatches the head of Jemi. Beakers on forwards. Contact found by xseveN. He's good to hold on to. Fame will take him out of the equation eventually, but maybe the damage has been done already. He will punch in the numbers, but will shy away from closing that one out. And slowly with that alternative angle over on Heaven will lovely flash there. Jemi. Smoke as well, but they're going to continue on with MP9 at hand. That's the perfect angle to hold it from. 1-4 in trade. Norbert puts his mark, tramples onto Jemi, but now look at sLowi. They're in positioning. They've already checked that angle, so they won't expect it. He's going to go for the trigger discipline. This is amazing. Finding damage. Oh, he messes it up though. Oh, he misses out on the shots. And what could have been a brutal deficit for K23 will in fact be. Look at this. xseveN, he's got the right idea. Oh, he doesn't check the corner. He's able to grab it out just like that. But neaLaN, no, not for long. Three players, all three different angles. They're going to go for this. It's all a matter of timing. But that nade is absolutely massive. Moo initially taken out already. Fame already pushing forwards. neaLaN puts his mark on the scoreboard. But ZOREE, oh, he did not expect the swing from Norbert there, and that will be his downfall. How the tables have turned with K23's aggression. The contact play, that was beautiful. Spectacularly done. And Jemi's got a very tough deal ahead of him with so many players holding so many different angles. There's just too much to handle. HAVU, quite literally on the precipice of economical disarray. sLowi taking control over this. Oh, I thought ZOREE would have had the same luck as his own teammate, but Aerial's being pressured from both angles. Oh, that's beautiful. Aerial with a 180 turn comes through with two. Full toilet control for HAVU. When they are up against the wall, they're able to deliver the most. It's beautiful to see the Fiends deliver in such a fashion, though. That aggression was precedented by Moo. He knew it. Really, his little foot, I think he did.
He's clearing the angle.
He did. Oh, that is beautiful, Norbert. Down to 2-1. Have to be quick. Flash coming through Jemi. Oh, it's all about timing. It's all about timing, and Norbert has got the clock on his hand. He knows exactly what is going on. His watch is well calibrated. And sLowi now has to deal with two. They do expect an angle as well. K23 went around by them. Are going to switch up the tempo straight out of the bat. No, but first to need the charge. The cavalry is here. And HAVU, you have to fear.
Wow.
Brehze, just like that too. Taken out completely. Dismantled. HAVU have got nothing. ZOREE switches up the pace though. The bomb hasn't gone down. And Norbert, he's got a short control, but the bomb has dropped. But Norbert, what a shot. 3K to the man's.
They weren't even ready setting up on towards the site, and K23 comes steaming in. All it takes is one flashbang over and a nice open flash as well to allow Norbert to
switch the pace here for K23.
It's early doors, right? But this starts to beg the question. Do we maybe see a map side?
Ooh, two players aggressing here though, neo. Look at that, HAVU. They've got two players on the site. aerial on party, sLowi as well. They did not expect that. HAVU catch K23 napping with their pants down, and now they've got solid control throughout the map. They've completely weakened the attack. We've seen K23 come back from these positions, but I don't think we've seen them come back from a deficit as a 2v5, have we? It is going to get slightly more tough here. Not only slightly tough, maybe impossible, unless AdreN comes up with something entirely out of the ordinary. Nade could be the name of the game for him here. Only good for one, as he does get traded through with jemi's.
Their win streak of dreams, and HAVU even still looking very, very confident then, and now hence why they're at this ranking, but definitely confident.
To 6. They managed to beat out against great teams. Endpoint, Complexity. Well, no, they did lose against Complexity, but they do win against a lot of standard teams here in this top tier of play. They managed to even take out Big at some point on this map
as well, yeah.
So these guys, you can't sleep on them at all. Although you look sure if that's going to be the full commit, but Norbert's going to create some noise nonetheless. Peeking through slowly, expecting the flash. Oh, he's grabbing out one. That could have been dicey, but he's able to deliver nonetheless. Oh, AdreN's flash. Oh, might not be in time. This map.
Oh, not at all. Let's make his way forward. xseveN spots the bomb crossing over 25 seconds after the clock in a 1 versus 2. Spots the first towards Cerq, and the rotation is so far away. Avoids the flash with ease. It's all about Fame trying to get this bomb down, and xseveN just running down the clock as much as he can, but Fame will tear his head off.
This to be good. This needs to be strong. Oh, they're not checking this at all. ZOREE off angle. UMP into the hands of aerial. Feels comfortable with all this going on, but aerial is under pressure. So many angles he needs to defend himself from. Norbert
holding towards long. Once that smoke fades, then the brawl starts. 50 seconds remaining, and in comes the cavalry swinging through. It'll be jemi to find the opener. sLowi one of his own, and the AWP won't manage to find a thing as jemi shuts him down. And that's how
they do actually. Oh no. Oh, do they hear xseveN? Oh. Yes, they do. Fame takes him out instantly, but they don't expect Norbert. Oh. They do find a shot instead, but the A site is completely open. They've been bamboozled, neo. They know exactly what is going on. HAVU, they've read to play, and now they'll take command over the A site, going to get that bomb part down. But now the re-erection of K23 is on its way. 3v4, looking at backstab from multiple angles. Fame looking to aggress, but they're missing out on the shots. 2 different angles. aerial can't hold his ground against 2 people there, and just like that, 1 by 1, K23 will shut them down, overwhelming their opposition and giving themselves a piss around on the second half.
Yeah, really well played there, and well, with the remaining players, it all starts off the opening kill until xseveN. I gave them the money.
All the players are on this upside. Oh, it looks like HAVU are somewhat aware of this. K23 will be able to dominate on it, nonetheless. sLowi with the scout is able to connect the shot onto Fame, and all of a sudden it is a 3-on-4. The K23 need to wrap around here. Catch jemi off guard, and they will be able to do so as well. Norbert, site take. And with neaLaN's positioning here, he sort of left the A site exposed. neaLaN connects the headshot, just like that. HAVU have won on 2 different fronts. But do they know which site is uninhabited? They don't. They're going to take the call towards the B site. Norbert is all by himself. He can make this work if they don't spot him out. They think it's clear. They haven't checked water just yet. Oh dear, aerial, he needs to check it out. 15 seconds, MP9 at hand. All Norbert has to do is buy time. xseveN, he's up against it, 10 seconds, but he gets the spray down to HAVU. Fight right by having that lead. Yes, it was 8-7, it could have been closer, but, you know, being on the CSGO side of Overpass, you want to be ahead. Nade out from... Timing is the key word. And triple on forwards, Norbert's got the right idea. damage onto ZOREE, down to 70 points of health. He goes for the swing out aerial. He's heard all that noise. Oh, about everything around them. They can turn their necks 360 degrees. Moo, 2 kills for him. That's simply K23's round for the taking. They've got bomb control. And with AdreN's, oh no. Actually, Aerial has regained the control back, but he doesn't have much time. So this next pick is crucial. And with AdreN showing his card, it means that Aerial will try and survive with his life. HAVU, they give away on the round, and K23 close up the gap again. It's a back and forth Neo. And it's K23 to close up against this now. Ooh. Norbert has heard it. 2 different angles that they need to hold through. ZOREE peeks out through. sLowi, he helps out. And with a boost coming underway, it doesn't work out in their favor. This is a massive detriment to the K23 side. HAVU, they've got all the cards. But Aerial, what a shot onto neaLaN, takes him out of the equation. And the last man standing on A is AdreN. He has to deal with this all by himself. He's got 2 players to deal with. Swings out, headshot connected. Now he's got to deal with more players. Incendiary throw and has to dance around it. xseveN holding the back line. No recuperation. Oh no, peeks out. They haven't spotted him out yet, though, have they? They've been completely flashed and catching jemi off guard, but not in time. 90-degree turn up from him. Completely blinded out, but he's able to find the shot nonetheless. 4v5. HAVU regressing onwards. They've got no fear. xseveN. How do you just go in like that? The ball's on the man to just head into his opponent's territory like that.
Drops their economy in shatters. This is going to be a very awkward next round. It could be potential for a 14th move. Just find one, but he will manage to keep the 8-gate ticket.
Are you going to play with our feelings? But look at this. Oh, aggression. xseveN, it works out for him. Flashed out completely. Beautiful stuff there from ZOREE, supporting the push. What an assist. And no, K23, they're locked out of it yet again. And for a second time around, that's a full investment from them. And
for K23, even if they're finding, 2 or 3 frags around, like they find one there onto a sLowi, it doesn't really make a difference because they can comfortably buy into next. Aerial trades out Norbert, which means that's no weapon saved across. And it's only that singular.
Do it. Oh, Norbert now coming down towards Fountain, spotted out. He's able to find one 1-4-1 trade at the end of things, though. I'm aware of what's going to come through, but they are going to head towards the B site nonetheless. Moo, he's got a huge task ever with the AWP, but xseveN jumps above, headshot connected, but AdreN is the man with the MP9, closing out to kills. Gets closed out himself. For smoke to be delivered. They may look to aggress throughout it. Flash from neaLaN, perfectly timed. Jemi gets spotted out. Bomb goes down, but what a push by Fame, courtesy of AdreN. It wasn't for this victory. xseveN wins it out. Oh, they haven't spotted out. Ooh, they're hiding out behind the tree. Oh, hello. Yeah, no.
What about timing?
Oh!
Jemi, oh, go for a knife, please. Do it. Do it.
My butt is clenched so hard. Oh, but Jemi, he releases the pressure, allows me to breathe. But I don't think that's the save for K23, no, Neo, is it? neaLaN with the lineup. Could have been good for 2, but I think that is over. HAVU, map and see of what they can see from this angle.
The leaf's in the way.
Oh, he can see it, but it's a scout. It's not going to be the final blow. Yes, he connects with it. Beautifully done, but now AdreN now with the MP9 can't do too much. sLowi takes him out of the equation. K23 pull out a page out of their handbook of plays. But it doesn't go in their favor so far. That's going to be the B-site control for them. K23 recuperating onto it now. Smoke. Final frontier for HAVU to eliminate. xseveN pulls his shots through the smoke, and they're successful in connecting onto Norbert. It really needs to be huge with these kills. It needs to look comfortable. They know where one of the players are. Spots that one from short. Splash coming out, buying some time. neaLaN 1-for-1 trade. Moo with a scout shot. If he closes out sLowi, this could be doable, but he cannot. Aerial, just like that,